I'll take it out if you want.
Quincy's new Rock Source 91X. That was Linkin Park with the Catalyst. I'm Karrie Lynn Maxwell, and guess what? Earlier I teased and teased and teased, and it's finally here. The boys are in the room. We have Ravenscode live in the studio today. I'm super, super excited. A little bit about them. Ravenscode has received critical acclaim from beyond the confines of Ontario alone, with the release of 2 impressive EPs, and when I say impressive, I mean smoking hot, people. Relentless touring, and Jamie calling them the best unsigned band in Canada right here on 91X when he interviewed them last summer. They've also been receiving airtime on over 100 stations and podcasts nationally. Not naturally, but you know how that goes. With momentum and a fan base surrounding Ravenscode rapidly picking up pace, word of the talented rockers has quickly spread beyond music worlds. Ravenscode songs have been played at halftime at the plethora of OHL and WHL and NHL games, including the Detroit Red Wings, culminating in the Oshawa Generals naming Ravenscode the official band. You know how hot that is? That's pretty cool, man. Equally as impressive, Suter is a man behind the artwork for the District of Broken Hope, is internationally recognized British artist Charlie Allard, who also does the artwork for the hit television show The Walking Dead. So these guys have got a little bit of history. They're a great Windsor band comprised of Brian Daniel, Justin Lawrence rotating from lead to backups, respectively, on guitar and vocals, Michael Davidson on bass, and Drew Larsh on drums. They'll be playing and continuing with their tour with the next couple of nights playing shows tomorrow in Peterborough. Tonight, though, they are in our hometown, and they're a piece of us today, and they'll be hitting the stage and headlining with their Mayan Survival Celebration Tour at Legends Pub, just over the Bay Bridge in Rossmore, which is outside of Bella. And as I'm saying all this, I can see them all making hands to the side of me here. So you know these guys are like a ton of fun. You want to be there. If you're free this evening, come out to Legends Pub. Not hard to find, just over the Bay Bridge, through the lights. It's in the Strip Plaza on the right-hand side. Tickets are only $7 at the door, and the doors open at 7. Concert kicks off at 8 with Riots and Revelry, opening with an acoustic set and finishing the night off with the headliner Ravenscode. Belva's own Goodbye Gorgeous Blue Suit Jacket will be hailing from Trenton, and Riots and Revelry from Toronto. Jamie did an interview with Riots and Revelry early this afternoon, so 91X is a smoking hot place to be today and take part in this immensely talented lineup. So without further ado, I am so excited to welcome these gentlemen, and thank you for giving us some of your time. Welcome, guys, from Ravenscode.
Hey,
hello. What's happening?
See, already you guys sound like a ton of fun, eh? So, you guys have been on the road for a few days now, right?
It has been, yeah.
Yeah, almost a week now, yeah.
So I gotta ask you before I get started, so I totally checked out the snowbank video. Whose inspiration was it just to jump headfirst into a snowbank? Were you in Sudbury?
We were in
Wasaga
Beach.
Yeah.
Wasaga Beach. So
Michael just says, turn on the camera, aim it at that snowbank, and nothing else.
And hit play.
We don't know what's going to happen. He takes a running start and fully ostriches himself into the snowbank headfirst.
Was there alcohol involved?
None.
No, I wish.
So next time you gotta totally do that.
There was a fire hydrant, however. That's why he doesn't move very much at the end of that
Bit
video.
of a concussion.
There was a fire hydrant. I totally didn't see that in the video, but I'll be posting that for all our fans later on 91X so you can check it out too.
Oh, please don't.
So to kick things off, for people who haven't already heard your amazing music, both live and recorded versions, what can people expect tonight and tomorrow and playing for the next couple of shows? What can they expect from you guys?
Rock and roll music. Just a good old time, you know. We just like talking with the people and interacting with them and giving them a good show.
Now, you guys, I'm kind of going back and forth here, but who were your influences when you guys were writing this last album specifically?
You know what's really interesting is about the way we write music is that the four of us come from such different backgrounds. So I know for myself, when I'm writing a song, I'm thinking back to growing up in a classic rock household. So it's the Zeppelin and the Who, and you know it's all that classic rock that comes through. It's it's the Jimmy Page guitar parts, it's the Robert Plant vocals that just seem to never end, right? So, but each of us come from different musical backgrounds, so you'll find that in different songs.
Right.
You know, Drew comes from a real fast-paced kind of pop punk background. Justin over here, or Journey as we call him, comes from a little more of a country background, so you pick up on that twang when you hear songs like Now and Then and Where Were You. Mike, on the other hand, a little more of a classical background with show tunes and classical music and
jazz.
And you
Jazz
just
hands.
the jazz hands pop out all the
Magic
time.
fingers.
You can't even turn them off sometimes. But that comes through, I think, when you listen to the album or when you come to one of our shows.
The
you
jazz
hear,
hands come through?
Well, the jazz hands definitely come through. But the idea of the different genres kind of melding together.
Awesome. Now, when you guys are playing in a new city for the first time, what do you look for?
The washrooms.
Our instruments.
Yeah, normally we've been in the car for 4 hours, so we're looking for the washrooms. So.
How to say that in French?
Actually, puis-je aller à la toilette?
Sometimes, yeah.
I picked up a lot of French. I don't speak French, but I picked up a lot when we were in Laval. It was pretty.
You should download the app. It's called Babbel, and you can learn to speak French.
Oh, Babbel.
You probably saved yourself a lot of trouble.
Next time.
Wow, they tell me
A lot of
this.
embarrassment would have been saved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to pick on some of you individually. One more question quickly. Brian, can you tell me a little bit about playing in a French province? What was it like? How was the music taken by the French Canadians this past Thursday? And can you tell me a little bit about what it's like to play with some of the other up-and-coming indie bands that were with you?
Well, playing in Quebec was fantastic. I mean, we had never done it before. We didn't really know what to expect. But when it comes to the people at the shows, I wasn't even sure if what I was saying, what I was saying in between songs was even understood. But even if they didn't know what I was saying, they cheered every time my voice raised an inflection, and just the crowd really just related well to the music.
Awesome.
So it was one of my favorite shows, I think, that we've played yet, just because everyone was so genuinely interested in being there and listening to every part of your song. And that was pretty great.
Okay, cool. So what we're going to do then, without further ado, I guess we should play some music then. So we're going to do my personal favorite first, and we're going to hit some Your Words. Crank it up on 91X. This is Ravenscode, Your Words.
Sexy times.